You know, how we doing? Oh, it blew my own eye. That was not very clever, was it? It's not great. Friday, innit? Yeah, I think it's Friday. Legendly. And it's faintly sore. I'm not sure why. I am sure why. I think I mildly burnt it earlier. Anyway, how are we doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Ready for a trip into the snowy mountains? Looking forward to it. I'm a little tired today. Just, you know, that's what it is. Actually, to be fair, I think the cam might have had something to do with it. My better half started work a little early this morning, and Kat decided just after she'd left to run upstairs and start trying to get me up to make me go and make her breakfast. Which was earlier than I wanted to be waken up, really, but what can you do? He was very adorable about it, but still, I'd have rather been asleep. Right. You can see. Evening, Tango. Evening, Steve. How's it going? But she's sort of kind of on time today, more or less. Barring my restart and setup time, which was a little bit longer than I wanted, but yeah, it's what it is. Yeah, hopefully all will be well. That's actually done a bit more of a number than I anticipated. Oh well. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on, let me just fix my minor cock up there. It's not like something was burning, but I don't think it is. Right. Yeah, cool, wonderful. Let's rock and roll. 60 quid they went with in the end instead of 80. Funny how that works out. For Borderlands 4. It's ticking along nicely. Lots of notifications all of a sudden. Yesterday's camp build seems to be ticking along nicely. It's been quite well received, which is always good to hear. Numbers are not as healthy as I'd like, but when are they ever? They are adequate. Tolerable. Couldn't hit everything at once and bounced off my mouse and onto the mic stand. Sorry about that. Yeah, we are heading up to the Forlorn Swords in search of Arthur's helm stroke crown, which is up here somewhere and supposedly contains a piece of the final piece of his soul. We found out part of the reason he is so out of it is because when they tried to resurrect him, they only brought back the parts of his personality that they needed and didn't do the job properly, apparently. Mostly focusing on Excalibur, which was down in the Horns of the South, first one we got. And yeah, as it turned out, that was creating a degenerative situation for him. That's why it seems likely, maybe possible, that in conjunction with the Red Priests, one of Merlin's apprentices, saw fit to try and either turn us into a vessel for Arthur, or maybe create us as a vessel for Arthur. Not quite sure which. Anyway, we run back down the path this way. Just kind of pressed on a bit further up because I wanted to get some pictures. The last minute last time. Would it be grass or is that some dead creature? Because it sure looks like a dead creature to me. Tough week. Yeah. All is going well. Window, or is this a hobbit hole? I think it was a window. Apparently I got all the way over there and there's this one, misgivings. Okay, we'll start in that direction, shall we? What was the deal with that, misgivings? Alma struck a deal with the Doriata and asked me to go to the exchange site. Yeah, I can't remember what the deal with her was, but I guess we're going to find out. Big angry bear there. Yeah, she's all the way over here, and I don't really remember coming all this far, but I seem to remember Alma being down. Yeah, there was something going on down there, wasn't there? She was here. Well, I remember. There's Alma. I see, Steve.
Until next time.
Don't remember you. This is the problem with playing these games slowly over a long period of time. I get shit like this going down. Like, I can't remember what the hell any of this stuff was. A little further north, there should be a road up here. Ominous. It looks ominous as well. Hey, that time you git. I think a fire was probably not going to do a great deal there. Anyway, there's that path just in front of me, apparently. Some kind of meeting with Doriata that she didn't expect to go well.
Look, Raylan, the alchemist's little lady sent her lapdog.
Oh, yeah, she's an alchemist, isn't she? Okay.
So, dog, speak. Got the gold?
I do. Let's trade and be on our way. 400 more. Gold, what gold? Don't know what you're talking about. Got some questions. I have gold, but I've changed my mind. I'll take what I need off your corpses. I have questions.
And we've got no answers for you.
You're getting a gold then, will you?
Outsider, for your own sake.
Tempted to go. I don't have any idea what you're on about. Know what you're talking about?
Raylan, this bastard's up to something.
Just
Or
forgotten.
he's not his head.
Aye, last chance. Either we finish the deal, or we settle this another way. So, got the gold.
I don't remember what the hell's going on, so I'm going to be reasonable.
Raylan, check it.
No much.
Not much. You heard him. We lost 3 of our brothers on this job. You think we could just go back to the village and say they died so we can walk away with a handful of coins?
Your incompetence ain't my problem, buddy. You don't want to join the fallen comrades, back off. Your ancestors have a look on trading the lives of your kin for coin. Here's the gold, no chance. How did your ancestors look upon trading the lives of your kin for coin?
How dare you?
He's right, Vor. Let's hand him the cursed thing and be off. Nothing left for us here.
You're lucky today, stranger. Pray we never cross paths again.
Ice Weaver's brain, huh? Your tent doesn't look very cozy, boys. Got the brain the Dariata found for Alma. She should be nearby. She is. My sense of direction's all mucked up. Not very unusual though. Usually is. I do hate it when I do that stun thing. It doesn't actually stun or paralyze the creature. But what can you do? Alma, I got your brain. Deal's done. Have the brain you're looking for.
You did it! Wonderful! I don't think I need to hear the details of that meeting. What matters is that it's all behind us now. I'm deeply grateful. Here's a reward for your efforts. I'll soon begin my more extensive research on the brain centers of all 4 subjects. Oh, and one more thing. You've proven yourself trustworthy, so you'll find a few special items in my shop now. Perhaps something will catch your interest?
Need anything else?
You've already done so much. Thank you for that. That said, there's one more thing you could help me with. The Guild has been trying to get in touch with Dolph Jonquier for a while now. He went missing somewhere in the Forlorn Swords. All I know is that he was supposed to be conducting research in the territory of the Sven tribe. We need to make sure he's safe and sound.
I think my Dolph, he's probably ran and jumped off a cliff. Tell more
He's
about him.
one of the senior members of the Guild, although I didn't see him much. He spent most of his time working in the field. What's concerning is that he went to the Forlorn Swords alone. He's not familiar with the Dalraita tribes, and the situation in that region is unstable. We just hope nothing bad has happened to him.
Do my best to find
I
him.
appreciate it. Once you find him, ask him to provide a report on his research and bring it back to me. I'll pass it along to the right people. Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious about this. It's standard practice. Every member of the Alchemist Guild is required to submit these reports from time to time.
If somebody says unprompted, don't worry, this is standard practice. There's nothing suspicious about it. I'm immediately suspicious.
Hope you'll find something useful for yourself.
She got then spells, nothing. Ooh, toxic dart. I don't have that one. Frost needle. Doesn't look like it's all that worthwhile though, any of this. Bunch of potions. Crafting reagents. Carnations, those might be worth having. Any sage? She does, I love that as well. A bundle of spirits, cool, I'll take that too. Anything to sell? Definitely something dodgy about it. Oh yeah, Volker clansfolk's kilt. We're doing all right there. Carrying those around like I'm going to use them, but I never do. Cool. All right. Well, we'll carry on up the north way and see what's going on there. And there's the Gunvalde village. Probably go there and sort of generally cover the north side of the area, I think. Seems like the play. I was supposed to go around the back of... Okay, interesting. We go. Here's the village. There's a dude to talk to out front, and we'll see where we go from there. Vati?
A non-Rita wandering through these frigid lands. It takes courage, or perhaps folly, to traverse the forlorn swords alone. Sit, if it pleases you. A warm flame is rare here. The farther north you go, the less life you'll find. Nothing but snow, mountains, and the Dalrita, mourning days long gone.
Well, I see you travel alone as well.
I'm an old Dalrita. I couldn't care less anymore. You, though? You look like someone who's never had to scoop snail roe from a fiend's guts. My advice, leave them be. And if you're fool enough to poke one, run like hell while you still can. They tend to explode.
Fair enough. Who are you?
I am Vati. Little else of me is worth knowing. Yet, you asked as though you seek some greater tale. Not in my case, stranger. I'm just an old man, exiled from a tribe long ago. You, however, seem sharp, strong, and you're not from here. That much is clear. Now, it's you I'm curious about. So tell me,
Big
brings
Skyrim
you to
vibes.
the Forlorn Swords?
The artifact of King Arthur, to understand the nature of what dwells within me. I'm going to go with the middle road. Nature of what dwells within me.
That's a proper question to ask. And perhaps there's no better place to lose oneself entirely in such a quandary. I once knew a man who faced a dilemma. It lingers with him to this day. Luck was not on his side in finding answers to his questions. Gerfan is his name. A good man. You should meet him. I think he'd gladly have a chat with you.
What happened to this village?
Kamelot. They butchered almost everyone from the Gunvaldir tribe. Old Frode, Gunvaldir chief, knew the Camelosians were coming. He called for aid, but no one answered his plea. What a disgrace. And so, divided we fall. Now, his firstborn wages his own war in the south. The Dalrita dare not speak his name aloud. They call him One-Eye now. The last I heard, his people had taken the temple of the All-Mother.
Why did Kamelot attack this tribe?
Among the Dalrita, there were rumors that their giants had begun to stir. Hard to say how much truth there is to it. Look for yourself. Still sleeping like the dead. Kamelot may have feared it, though. A wakened giant would have been just another burden on their already troubled heads. And royalist heads seem far less suited to carrying burdens. That's how I see it.
Knees averted, I think. Tell me about the battle.
Here? No. What happened here was a slaughter. The battle itself was fought in the fortress, but I wouldn't advise going there.
Are
Folks
undead?
lose their wits there. For as long as I recall, restless Dalrita lingered within its walls, kinless or destined to leave heirs that would not remember their ancestors. But then the Gunvaldir decided to look after them. They claimed the fortress for themselves. No one objected.
Just had a thought. Hang on. Mm-hmm. Just had an idea to scribble down that. What do you mean? The Gunvaldir decided to cost those souls.
Gunvaldirs had close ties to the spirits of their ancestors. They took in those forgotten as their own, forging a bond with them. In return, the spirits granted them strength, sometimes even coming to their aid. Frode and his people thought moving the battle within the fortress walls would give them advantage. Well, they all died, so that tells you how it turned out.
The other tribes didn't want the fortress themselves?
The only tribe living close enough were the Ulfar, but trust me, most would rather raise a toast to their ancestors than meddle with their spirits. Let the dead remain dead, as they say.
Met one eye in the south. He's still fighting.
It's surprising he's still alive, I won't deny. But I understand how he gathered loyal warriors. The mood in the tribes is sour. Some have had enough. They break away and rally to the banner of the proud warlord. A madman's fight against the oppressor. A romantic vision, isn't it?
Fight or fall, take your pick. Tell me about the other tribes.
I was once a scribe, and true to my calling. I live in the past, stranger. I won't tell you anything of value, just old tales and bygone days. I have little contact with the tribes these times. The words of an exiled Darita carry little weight, same as his name. You'd be better off discovering things for yourself, believe me. It will be a far greater lesson than anything I could ever tell you.
We're gonna get slaughtered anyway. What are you selling, buddy? Arrows and lockpicks. I have a horse. What's the... I get the feeling I'll be coming back here. It'll be the sleeping giant, huh? Yeah, let's keep having a little look at... Well, there's something going on up there. I saw a figure. A hostile one from the look of it. The brim shade. There seems to be quite a few of these things around. Possibly the spirits that Vati there mentioned. That blue outer armor. Any sign of goodies? Move up here and they're instantly a lot tougher. Totem too. Interesting look that armor has. Stick with my robes, thanks. They don't seem to like lightning much, these folks. Fucking. These hide boots. Spooky music. Off you go. Tree left. Looks like the sun's about to set as well. We wait for the sun to come back up again, and before we press on, I think. I think we'll head this way and presumably see where we end up after that. Have I got somebody who wants to say? Why do you think Kamelot attacked the Gunvaldi tribe?
I can only assume that Kamelot is no longer what I once built it to be.
You don't say.
If it were up to me, the old agreements would still be honored. But if they went through with such an attack, then they must have had a reason. I suspect it was the need to secure resources in case the Wyrdness thickens. All signs point to that. The men here in Kuanacht, the assault on the Gunvalder, and we don't yet know what else they've done. Don't ask if I would have done the same. We cannot truly know what the situation in Kamelot is like now.
Yeah, true enough. Till we do, can't we're just guessing, really. Something's lurking in the dark. Prepare thyself. We're looking in the dark is apparently the sun. Preparing myself doesn't seem to be all that necessary right now. Frozen lake down there. Got him. Looks like it might end in a dead end. Stun no longer seems to be particularly effective. Swap it out for something that's going to do more damage if stunning's not going to work. Vegetables, sage. Give him your warface, give him... Okay. Give him an onion. Okay. Some sage. Oh, I see. Transforms... What you feed it transforms its appearance. That's cool. And that's what happens with mine all then. See, it makes it look like a knight. I like the green one a little bit better. How do we turn him into a mount though? That's what I want to know. Because there's a way to do that. Apparently. This is not the right way, but we'll have a quick shufty anyway. Let's try bandito.
Someone's out there.
Name is Dariata. Burn, burn, burn. Random materials, apparently.
What's that noise?
To meet your doom.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, you're right, it will. And where is your friend with the bow? There he is.
You're right. See ya.
Right. These guys seem to wear a lot of skirts for people who live in the mountains and in particularly snowy landscapes. And, well, they are wearing trousers under them, but you wind up with mighty cold nipples. Definitely not the way. Off we go. Too far, I think. Should be a left somewhere around here, though. Maybe I missed an opportunity, though. Was the left, I think. You could view over towards the sleeping giant now. Another thought. Right. We go. A polar bear? Or just a bear covered in snow? How would you know the difference? Ooh. Something absolutely owned me there. At least you went down. Dude clobbered me. I feel like I'm back at the start of the game again. Ooh, close. Path to my left. I wonder where this goes. My horse is in the way! My horse is in the way! I regret this, not as much as you're about to. My big axe-wielding friend's about to chop you to tiny pieces.
Your wealth is ours. This is gonna hurt. You'll pay for that insult.
Garen the Skin Taker. Oh, we found a she named bounty.
Blow for blow.
Nice work. Champion's long spear. It's night again already. Now, these are bloody short round here, aren't they? Crimson Oracle, Wolf's Fang. Scaren's Mask. I bet that looks fucking dodgy AF. Ooh, looks like he does. What the deal with those daggers is. Melee critical chance by up to 50% depending on your missing health. So kinda sort of bloody adjacent then. The other one is a Wolf's Fang, which is sneak attack damage. Doesn't seem like a particularly practical build, that, I've got to be honest. Sneaky, sneaky, stabby, stabby build doesn't really feel like it'll work very well in this game. I could be wrong, but... Gifty belt, see if there's a weird knight around. Any signs of him? Get a level. Spell power seems like the play. Magic critical chance is still sitting at 80 odd %. Maybe we should push that even higher. Probably not right now. No, I think we'll just push damage up generally. Spell power in general, I think, at the moment. So, that one. Increase mana regeneration, spell power. Point spirituality increases summons max health and damage. Increases summons cost. Interesting, but not the route I want to go, I think. Off my armor. It's kind of appealing. Perception now. Crits. Pushing the crit chance up over there is going to be the way, I think. Yeah, definitely the play. How's it going, Cal? Here, mate? So, I'll ride on down here, tag the gate. Then I've got a couple of bits up this way to have a look at, I think. Oh, excuse me. I'm a bit on the tired side today. Allegedly in an argument with somebody. Swarm of something. One Swords Northern Gate. Yeah, this was the other way I was debating coming in. Somebody there who looks like they're the non-homicidal persuasion. Olwen.
You're from outside, aren't you?
Yeah.
Silly question. You don't look like anyone from the tribes. Tell me, do you know anything about One Eye? Where he's stationed now?
Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Of course. I'm Olwen of the Svein tribe, though I don't know if they'll let me keep that name after running away like this. But I don't care. My tribe isn't what it used to be. I doubt anyone's still alive anyway.
What happened?
I don't know if I can talk about it. It's still too raw, you know? Something terrible happened. Truly terrible. Our god, the Lord of the Hunt, he got out of wherever he was being kept. And then he did what gods like him do. He hunted. Faithful or not, it didn't matter. There was so much blood.
It's interesting.
I'm sorry. I can't talk about it.
Can I visit your tribe?
Even under normal circumstances, that would be risky. Our archers would drop you the moment you stepped on our land. I don't know how many are left, but if I were you, I'd go to Gurfhan first. He can give you a pass, so you can visit the tribes without, well, getting shot. So if you value your life, go to the capital first. After that, wander as much as you like. So, about One Eye.
Interesting. Probably still holds on Mother's Temple in the south. Allied with the Haunts of the South, he made a deal with their captain. Oh yeah, allied with the Haunts of the South, made a deal with their captain.
No way. He actually pulled it off. I heard rumours he wanted to strike a deal with the Southerners, but I never thought he'd manage it. Well, thank you for the information, and see you in better times.
Dialogue was a bit odd. I mean, a lot of the dialogue is a bit... Some of that's a translation issue, I suspect, but, you know. Chilling and pondering fantasy book stuff. Sounds like a normal day to me. Literally, that's mostly what I do. Mostly what I do. It's some of what I do. Okay. It's the first man, and there's unfolding. Let's have a look at those quests. Let's see. The suggestion would be... Yeah, the suggestion would be make my way south first. Probably this way. Into the capital that way, I'm guessing. Don't know, though. Move the plate. I think we'll... Actually, what I think we'll do is go this way. How all of this got put on the map? Presumably... No, I don't. But, yeah, I think we'll go that way. And then ride down this way and see what happens. Puts me in the direction of a quest. And so seems to be off in the direction I need to be, apparently. Harold the Drunkard split as many skulls as he downed tankard mead, a shrewd comrade from the Sven tribe. But as the first true trapper of fallen swords, he led the king's army through the wilds during the Age of Legends and the Battle of the to battle the Fore-Dwellers, a shared enemy. Let the Doriatis ancestors prepare their heads, for he is near, the one who will outdrink them all. I get pointed one-handed for my trouble. Steve's doing some vegetating, I believe, Cal. Doesn't sound promising. A remorse. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a goblin of some kind. You're giving me goblin vibes. Shrine of a deer. I'll go bother with that right now. Somewhere around here there's a grotto of some kind, allegedly. Ocean deserters, huh? It's really not what I had in mind.
Back to your hovel, cow.
Hey, I'm the cow.
Your armor won't save you.
No, but my big fireball to your face definitely will. It'd be a little on the cucumber side. Cool. The armor side of things is not worth a lot. It's all right at the same point there, isn't it? Got the wrong pair of shoes there. That's them. Right. How's it going now? Here I am. Right. Bows, are they worth anything? Yeah, they are worth a bit. Reflex bows worth a lot. I think that should be good. Cool. Seems to be. Don't know much luck finding this grotto. Yeah, doing right over here now. Popping on. I might be in a spot of bother. I wonder what was up there. No, I don't think the grotto's around here. Nice weavers, huh? But they don't like fire very much. Not like they do. Living ice. Intriguing. The great sword, but the weight to value ratio probably ain't going to be there. Could be the grotto. Grotto of the first man. There we go. In we go. Silencer. I'm going with dagger. Ah, staggering dagger, probably. Yeah, definitely got dagger vibes, that, doesn't it? Not my bag, but cool. Surprise! Oh. Shield was powerful. The rest of it was not. Ooh, cool cave paintings. It's been weird time in a while. I don't remember being that powerful either. When's the next scoreboard? Any information we have so far is December. Likely the first Tuesday as always. That's about all I know at the moment. I seem to recall Something about the community calendar made me think they were probably aiming for that first Tuesday as usual. I'd have affirmed that a little bit more, but other than that, I don't know. Tough dudes. Oh, that's creepy. Other than Explorer Grosso, I guess we don't really know what's going on down there. $92-ish already, crikey. Burning through that. I did a bunch of the weeklies today, but... Oops. Hey, shouldn't have killed that guy. I just looked at him and thought, oh, he looks hostile. Then shot him and it turned out he wasn't hostile. Maybe a little too British of me. Shot him and nicked his country. Or cave in this case. Double XP, you're running tons of expeditions. That's a lot of XP. That looks vaguely interesting. The construct, huh? We'll go ahead and assume that's something relevant later. No murder this time.
The presence of a soul. The veil stirs. I awaken.
Been a Fore-Dweller construct. Who are you?
I am the observation construct, set here long ago by my creators. Of them, no trace remains, only silence. Yet you bear the soul mark of a creator. Faint, flickering, but there. Shall I speak what I have seen?
How long have you been here?
Time is not mine to measure. No sun reaches this place. If you seek such knowledge, find the one the creators named Time Construct. Or ask the construct for watching Outlanders. He counts the days, or so it's said.
So tell me what you can.
You must choose what I shall speak of. My memory holds much, but not all at once. Would you know of the living that pass through this place? Or the signs carved upon stone? Or the bones and the other still organic matter?
Stone symbols.
The stone is painted history. The first carved their truths into the walls, signs not bound by the turning of time. I watched as stars marked their days, the gut of the mountain, the giant's eye. The sky bore witness when the primordial fell. The pattern remains for those who know how to follow it, but few now do.
We may be with Fore-Dwellers?
I do not know this word.
I think you would.
I was woken by the hand of creators, or perhaps by their will. That is enough.
To move the living.
So be it. Many come. Small lives, clawed and toothsome. They bicker, they fight, they devour. Be wary. None like you have passed this way in many cycles. None who bore such light in the soul.
What about the bones?
One rests still, a skull of the first, cradled on a pedestal, delicate, revered. Perhaps the old tales speak true, that the creators sprang from those ancient ones. The signs point that way. But to say more would be beyond my knowing. A greater construct would be needed.
Sort of thing.
I wake to presence. I rest when the world falls silent. The watch is ended, for now. When another soul walks this ground, I shall wake once more. Take this as a memento of our meeting.
Am I missing something here? Interesting. Back towards the exit, I guess. Get back to Imran with my discoveries, which is back at Grell's bookstore in Kunite. Bloody hell. Well, fine. I guess we're going to continue our journey south. There's a guy there that wouldn't be bad to go and see, because I can sell stuff to him. That would help. Maybe we will head back there. Loop this way, and then back to Kamelot to turn this quest in. Good fast travel it. Well, not until I get to one of those. Local, huh? Interesting. So let's just bounce straight back. Then we can turn this in. No damage, right? Me to load its shit up.
Always a pleasure to see you. Ah.
Right. To be honest, I don't really need any of these, do I? We got one of those. Cool. Fine. Watch Dogs Legion. Yeah, didn't live up to the hope, that one, from what I recall. Let's achieve its potential. Possibly they bit off more than they chew. One or the other. Cool. Right. Let's get a little natter.
You're here. I trust there's something to discuss.
What do you know about the situation of Kamelot?
The place seems to attract trouble. Not a good place, then. I'd run out of breath listing all the things that plague this place. And I haven't even been here that long. Of all the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager the men here is the gravest of them. The Red Death, troubling as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention of the priests. But the Wyrdness, shoot. If the men here goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than any sickness or human form of conflict.
I'm sure I would agree with that. How would you know about Varel?
I heard she was a Dalariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I was a bit apprehensive about meeting her. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural heritage. But Varel, she's different. And I admire her work that she even bothers to do it. Sometimes it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery, whether it's the kind found in verses or the kind waiting out there in the wide world.
I found your grotto and I found an artifact that may interest you. A Fore-Dweller's skull.
Oh, by the piggish wounds. That looks like a Fore-Dweller's skull. I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on it. It looks similar, but far more primitive. Quickly, let's hide it. Who knows how people may react to seeing something like this in the middle of town? Let's not cause trouble for Varel. Tell me, what was it like? What did you see?
The construct is called itself. Some kind of Fore-Dweller tool for science.
That's remarkable.
Or science.
It still worked after all these years. I've heard of constructs before. I always thought they were just stories told about the Fore-Dwellers, the kind meant to scare kids into behaving. But they were said to activate only in the presence of a Fore-Dweller. So why did it respond to you?
Which you knew, I have no idea. I have part of King Arthur's soul within me. I had no idea.
Sure, keep your secrets. I know there's something inside you. I just figured it'd be bad manners to ask directly. Whatever it is, it helped us make the discovery of the century,
gas.
And I'm grateful for that. So tell me, what else did this construct say?
Theory that the first men were actually ancestors of the Fore-Dwellers. Cave paintings and construct had a method to decipher them, supposed to be their history.
Cave paintings? With their story? Incredible! Astounding! I'll have to go there myself someday. But now, I can only imagine what they might have looked like. Thank you. Here, take this for your reward and for your efforts for uncovering the artifact. I hope only the most remarkable adventures and discoveries find their way to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll return to my thoughts.
Siege bow. That's interesting. Sounds pretty badass. Increases stamina and stamina regen and decreases movement speed multiplier. So you move a bit more slowly, but you run out of stamina less. Pretty cool. Go to you too, buddy. No, I don't mind the possessed looking knight I summoned in the middle of town. Some bits to sell still. Mr. Me.
Good day.
Consumables. He perhaps outside his outside of his stall quite a lot, that fella, didn't he? I think we're going to head here and go that way, I guess. Everybody's suggesting I make that guy in a full-on sword, apparently. Arthur's memories as well, apparently. There's a level. Every consecutive hit increases the chance of a crit. Up to 20%. Crit damage. 20% chance to fully restore stamina. That's not a bad thing. Try to supply bleed. Damage reduction. Heal you. Increase your movement speed. And that's quite cool. About the crossover of the first man. Encountered construct before?
Never. Until now. Seeing it through your eyes. A truly fascinating phenomenon. It only proves how little we understood about the Fore-Dwellers. Sadly, our encounters with them were limited to the battlefield. We knew they created helpers for themselves, but their use appeared strictly military. We saw creatures that dragged the bodies of fallen Fore-Dwellers off the battlefield, like great hands retrieving their dead, or living beacons that revealed the location of our camps. But this construct seems even older. It must have been created before we ever arrived, back when they could explore their lands in peace. Lands we had to wrest from them, just to survive.
Well, they could have welcomed you and, you know, discussed things peaceably and, you know, been pro-refugee and all that, but, no, they had to be, the opposite of that. Did you expect everyone came to Avalon before the Fore-Dwellers?
We had no time for such speculation. As you know, survival in this hostile land was all that mattered to us. But now, with the construct's claim that they might have been the fathers of the Fore-Dwellers, it does give one pause. Who knows? Perhaps humans, too, might one day learn to coexist with the Wyrdness. But first, we must give them the time
Brace your weirdness.
so they may have a chance to find out.
Back up. Left, here. We go that way, but I don't want to, I don't think. No. I don't want to pass this bunch of angry swords, yes?
Your money or your life? You're no match for our band. You'll regret this.
Oh, you got here at last. Good. Seems that not that many Dariat are actually on their name. The failure rate seems higher than you might anticipate, anyway. Interesting. Did you... Well, yep. What were nameless hostile bandit types?
Your gold belongs to us now.
Well, if you will be an asshole, you will
Your
get
money
murked.
or your life.
Tends to be the way it goes. You won't get much sympathy when you do. Yeah, they are rather, aren't they? Not the nicest of folks, apparently, these guys. I don't think this was so much abandoned as people who lived there were fucked up. Now you show up, huh? Like the nether, I suppose. Hmm. Page from Patriarch's Journal. Father told me that when visions visit our family each evening, it is a sign that something wicked approaches. And Issa wrote down a disturbing vision some time ago. I asked us not to show it to anyone among us, yet the vision is clear. War is coming, and with it death. Yeah, that's usually what happens with war. The winds have changed. They carry a march of armoured man and terrible laughter, a prelude to great suffering. Perhaps I should tell Throde, but I must think of this first. There's nothing more. If these are nothing more than fevered ravings, I do not wish to trouble the chieftain with meaningless ramblings. Life grows harder for us. People do not understand our family. They come seeking counsel, hoping for a connection to the ancestors. But the weight of it leaves deeper marks on us with each passing day. Watching from Sunday. Oh, awesome. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Family's ritual rune zone. Caught between the realm of the living and non-living. Time. Cool. All right. Get a bit of grub, and then we'll head on over and see what we can find this way. Through the rib cage of some giant fallen creature. This is what it looks like, anyway. Goblins and undead. Oh, red caps, huh? Back up. I need backup. Get up this way and see if we can't bottleneck a few of them again. Axe-wielding friend there has gotten slightly less efficacious than he was before. Oof. Yeah, you're dead. Frostbitten Warrior's Great Spear. Frostbitten Warrior's Axe. Foreground of the abandoned fortress, huh? There's the abandoned fortress. Interesting. I thought I might be able to get across this way. It'd be more and more like that's not going to be a thing. Yes. So I think we'll go back up that way and turn right. Let's see how we do. Okay. I'm going to need much of that, but the opportunity's there. Bunch more undead over here. Nice. Absolutely pummel the dude. Like it. Up to the crossroads and turn right. Okay, those are definitely goblins. Corpse eaters. Okay, they're not goblins at all. They're dead. Plain dead, apparently. So now we've defeated one. I'm still none the wiser as to whether or not it's a polar bear or a bear covered in snow. Not informed in the least. The road is still further off to the north, is it? Okay. This is a tiny little dead-end side road that I thought was continuing in the right direction. It is not, I think. Yes, okay. Down here a bit, put something on a map if I can. Wretched hideout. I guess that'll be relevant at some point. Probably. Okay. A Yeti going in at that house. It sure looked like one. That was a polar bear. So yeah, a bunch of corpse eaters. Wonderful. Frustrating that sometimes the hits just don't register. For whatever reason. Oh well. So supposedly capital of Forlorn Swords. Probably some kind of town. I'm guessing it's going to be here somewhere. We've got what looks like a very formidable looking bridge coming up. All right.
You'll regret it. making me angrier!
There's the goblin type things from more. Ooh. Druidic Shrine, definitely on that. More shaman stuff. I am kind of curious about that. Particularly interesting about it.
You'll regret this.
Half as much as you're going to. Well, at least you won't regret it for long, eh? Need all of those. Some of those I don't need. Thank you very much, Ancient. Do appreciate. There won't be any notification popping up, by the way, outside of chat, because it's all busted at the moment and I haven't had the occasion to fix it yet. But I do see and appreciate. So, what are we going to offer? Blood clot, a monster brain, a bear claw, iron tooth. Blood clot, I think. I don't know why. Archdruid's gloves. Increases magic critical chance below by 33% when mana is below that. Yep, still no use to me. Critical damage is nice. But, yeah, basically not that useful to me because my mana doesn't drop. It comes back too fast. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, you look like a badass, not you. Fella in the big sword. My robe? I assume you said road, but it sounded awfully like robe. Scrap iron, huh? Oh, you got fucked, didn't you, mate? Not in a good way. You look like a badass, though. Sower of Plague. Ulfur Titan Steel's cape. Gauntlets. Armour. Helmet. B-side boots and linen pants. That's exciting. What's his sword look like? Oh, increases buff duration. I don't think that's useful to me, actually. No. Sower of Plague. Heavily poisons enemies. See how it looks. Oh yeah, it looks like something right out of Skyrim. Completely drained my stamina in one swing. Interesting looking weapon, but it has big Skyrim energy. Evening, Grey. How are we doing? Go up before we go down, shall we? Oh no, I don't like the heights. At all. That'd be fucking worth it. Searing cinder. Large burning projectile. Less effective than what I've got, apparently. I'm curious to see how it looks. Yeah. A less good version of what I already have, I'm afraid. Firing a fiery arc is definitely a more effective approach. Stayed up too late playing Borderlands 4. I hear mixed things. Performance issues on PC apparently, but otherwise positively reviewed. From what I hear. Hope you're enjoying it. If you stayed up too late, I assume you are.
This is gonna hurt.
As you're aware.
Honey, or your life. This is gonna hurt. You're only making me angrier. You're no match for our band.
You have a band, eh? What kind of music do you play? A funeral dirge to me. It's been alright for you. That's something anyway. Capital Bridge. Ooh, that looks badass. Actually, I'm subject to things that look badass. Series X. Yeah. That is what I saw. Where as these things go, it's the PC that's struggling the most. How much of that is PC being treated as an afterthought, and how much of it's down to the sheer bloody range in possible combinations of hardware, I don't know though. A bunch of people going, oh, it's another shitty Unreal release, and blah 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 blah, whatever. I think we're going to go right, aren't we? Because that looks like it takes me the right direction. Maybe? Looks like it. Yeah, but yeah, people's shouting about Unreal doesn't necessarily mean they know what they're talking about. They don't usually. Banked. Ooh, wizardy type. Mergin the Foreteller. Born a Newell Knight and cleansed by the river, he was marked by destiny to become the Archdruid of Avalon. Through luck and prophetic abilities, he became entangled in the unfathomable twists of human fate, vanished in the snowy wilderness seeking knowledge of the giants. Assume I ought to benefit from that. That was probably magic related. Level, apparently. Another one. Restore stamina. 60 hits, increase your crit chance. And increase crit damage. Always nice. Really everything there is worth having, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure they'll keep chipping away at it. So I assume they will anyway. These guys are doing quite a number on me. Lightning seems to be the way. The time you jumped into the water and didn't die as a series first. That's not the first time I've seen Frostbitten Warriors. Yeah, that's cool. Always good to see upgrades. What game was it that I remember the first character being entirely water soluble? I feel like it was his first Assassin's Creed. I'll tell you, it was very, very much water soluble. And then you get to Assassin's Creed 2 and that changed, if I remember rightly. See how fast my mana regenerates in the bottom left there. Almost as fast as I can fire spells off at the moment. Wounded archer. Should be taking me around where I need to go. At least so I thought. It's now looking more like it might be a dead end at the end here. We'll ride it out anyway and see what happens. Yeah, it's not something I ever looked into in that level of detail, but it certainly tracks with the experience I had. Gotcha, you little shit. I know I've said this before, but it bears saying again. I remember the adverts were on TV ahead of the launch of the first Assassin's Creed game. Back in like 2005-ish, I would think. Oh, there might be a gate here, or there might just be a cave. There's the cave from the look of it. Ooh, maybe a lift. That's cool. Come on, folks, hop on. Or don't, whatever. Same with Red Dead 1 and 2. Again, my memories of not really clear enough to comment there. Yes, I think I came around the wrong way. Oh well. But it matters vastly. Capital. This looks fucking epic. Going in the daytime where it's going to look even more epic. ...2007, maybe it was about 2006 then, yeah. Oh, either way. Yeah, I remember seeing some really amazing adverts for it. Game looked rather cool. And unique and unlike anything we'd seen before. Annoyingly, this is not quite as epic as I thought it might be. Excuse me. Hello, interesting looking old fellow with some badass armor. Gurfanir.
I sensed your approach, my king. I, Gurfan of the Gunvaldir tribe, salute you as my forefathers decreed.
How do you know I'm not alone?
Ah, so you're still speaking with your own voice. Good. At least I won't have to bother with that formal drivel Kamelot loves so much. Tell me, how does it work with the two of you? Does the king speak through you sometimes? Or is he just a passenger in your head? Will he ever come out and talk to me face to face? Or does he just sit there quietly, never getting involved? Either way, I've got a few things to say to him. Not exactly polite ones.
We're talking specific conditions.
Ah, so he won't be speaking. Still too weak, is he? Not surprising. Well, then give my regards to the old man. Tell him the Gunvaldir tribe stayed loyal to the old treaties right to the end. The same can't be said of the Camelotians. A pack of cowardly dogs without honor. I hope Arthur's squirming in your head, seeing what his beloved capital has been up to.
Well, it kind of will be, because what little we've seen of it so far has really not pleased him, to say the least. The Odyssey trilogy was really good. But yeah, it wouldn't have existed without that first one, so... First one was very good. What kind of treaties did you have?
Normal ones. Honorable. He entrusted us with the forlorn swords and his crown, the one he used to command giants. We were sworn to guard them. In return, Kamelot was supposed to leave us alone, now and forever. But the Camelosians didn't hold up their end of the deal. May their souls rot in the Wyrdness. Can you hear me, Arthur? The treaty is rubbish. I'm rallying the tribes, and we're marching on Kamelot. Nothing can stop us anymore. Except ourselves, damn it.
Arthur would like to reclaim his helm.
Why? He's barely gotten his life back, and not even all of it. Does he have a death wish or something?
Kind of needs it to get his life back.
Sure. And if you're Arthur, it will open for you. Go ahead. If you think you're strong enough, nobody's gonna stop you. But let me warn you, it's not going to be an easy journey, or a short one.
Go into the King's Threat dungeon and get the crown whenever I feel I'm strong enough. What do you mean?
Well, the giants are asleep, at least on the surface. But below, what if they wake up when they see Arthur? I doubt they'll be happy. And if the giants weren't enough, there are still the monsters, and other surprises. The legends about this place make it all pretty clear. If I were you, I wouldn't go in there. At least, not until you're sure you have the strength to handle what's hiding inside. Or without the blessing of the tribes, as agreed 600 years ago. You'd know that if you remembered our agreements, Arthur.
Blessing of the tribes?
Yes. The funny thing about our king, as you may already know, was that he was pretty sure of himself and his abilities. He knew he could march in there, grab his crown whenever he wanted, so he didn't sweat when he made a deal with our ancestors. He said he'd come back for his royal hat, only if the kingdom was in a dire situation, and if all tribes agreed to let him. Traditionally, this was meant to be done during a moot, an assembly of the tribes, and I'm calling it, so we can help each other out, if you're up for it.
What do you need?
Well, I need the chieftains to come here, because we have to agree on a united front if we're going to fight Kamelot. And I want to make damn sure that we fight Kamelot not as a solitary tribe, like hot-headed One-Eye once, but as a united force. But I'm worried that something might be keeping them from leaving their villages. I'd like you to look into it.
Kamelot does need its ass whooping back into war, some semblance of decency, so why would they listen to me?
They won't. Our tribes aren't exactly known for getting along, and gathering them all in one place at the same time. That's almost a miracle. But now they've left Gunvelder in its time of need, and they're ashamed. And that's even worse. That's why you have to shame them even more, so that they have no choice but to come here or risk their honor. And if they say they won't come because, then you'll deal with a because, right? After all, you're the king, aren't you?
Yeah. More like his transportation at the moment. All right, we'll help it out. We'll help out.
Exactly. There's only one sane course of action, but you do you. I'll be waiting. I'm not going anywhere. As a Gunvelder, I've got nowhere to go anyway.
So you want to invade Kamelot?
Eye for an eye. There's no other way. Does that surprise you? I was the one who honored the old treaties Kamelot violated. I was the one who tried to convince One-Eye not to throw people into guerrilla warfare, but to organize a proper military campaign instead. But for that, I'd need united tribes. And getting us all to work together on our own turf? That's proven to be exceptionally difficult.
Yeah, I definitely do remember playing Assassin's Creed a couple of times through, at least, Scurry. It was a damn good game. And then 2 came out, and it was also a bloody good game. Whilst by the time Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and which was like Assassin's Creed 5 or something, really. Wasn't it? Yeah, thereabouts. The magic was definitely gone. Definitely hasn't come back since, as far as I can tell. Why did Kamelot attack the Gunvallier tribe?
If you ask me, they got scared. The giant in our village started glowing. Maybe waking up, maybe coming alive. Whatever it is giants do. We were glad, though the other tribes, not so much. They envied us, no doubt about that. And that's probably why they didn't lift a finger to help when Kamelot invaded our lands. Us, the Dalrita, we have changed. We're a shadow of our ancestors. But we were not the first to raise our weapons.
Glad the giant's coming alive?
You see, the giants for us are a bit like gods. We call them our protectors. It's a tradition dating back to the battles of the Age of Legends. The Dalrita befriended the giants long before Arthur ever did. There was peace between us, even when we stood on opposite sides of the war. We honor them because we believe that when they awaken, they will repay our care with their protection. It's good to have allies like them.
You hope, anyway. Tell me more about your tribe.
What can I tell you? We're gone. Only a few of us are left, scattered across all of Avalon. I'm still here, and so is One Eye. He's convinced he can take Kamelot with a handful of hot-headed youngsters. Foolish dreams, suicide, call it what you like. We were brave, proud, and deeply connected to nature. Each of us bonded our soul to an animal, sharing strength between us. I won't tell you more than that. I don't want to. I can't. All of this is still too fresh for me, too raw.
Improved the combat a lot. That's good. It definitely did need improving. It was a bit lackluster, the combat in Avalon in some ways. I liked a lot of things about it, but the game itself was just really big and felt repetitive. It just didn't hold my attention in the long term. Very pretty game, Valhalla, but yeah, I never got past like a couple of areas into England. 2 or 3 regions, and I was like, okay, I've done this now, and it's the same each time, or variation on theme, and I'm kind of bored. So, yeah, wasn't blown away. How did you know Arthur was with me?
King Arthur. His presence clings to you like a shadow, unmistakable to those who still remember him. Your words, your actions, they carry the weight of him. The way you stand, even your damn stubbornness. Arthur always left his mark on those he touched. The Gunvalder haven't forgotten. Betrayed by Kamelot or not, our blood still remembers the old king. But don't mistake my recognition for trust. If Arthur truly walks with you, prove it. Show me his legacy still lives and breathes.
I got a kitty cat. Oh, floor next to me. How many tribes are there?
As of now, 4. The Volker, the Svein, the Ulfra, and the Toyd. Each one with its role.
What about the Stone Wardens?
With its problems.
Tell me about... Well, there was the Stone Wardens, and then there was his tribe as well, the Gunvallier or whatever it was, as well. So it was 6, apparently, now down to 4. Tell me about the Volker.
The Volker were our berserkers, Mather's chosen warriors, unstoppable in battle. But Mather abandoned them, or so they believe. Now their rage is dulled, and they're slipping into despair. If we don't reignite their spirit, we risk losing them entirely.
Tell me about the Svein.
The Svein are hunters and guardians of something ancient, what they call a god. Forest devilry, if you ask me. Dangerous enough for us to keep our distance.
Tell me about the Ulfra.
The Ulfra are warriors, the best of us. Or they were. They've gone silent. No word from their chieftain, no sign of life near the haunted keep. I fear what might have befallen him.
Yeah, we heard a bit about that. Tourists driving in the Highlands are being encouraged to display T plates in the hope it will reduce accidents. The signs, which feature a green letter T and have tourist written at the bottom, are intended to alert other road users that the driver might not be familiar with Scotland's roads. Yeah, believe me, we do not need signs to tell you when you're looking at a tourist if you are familiar with the roads. Same goes for the lakes, because the roads are kind of similar, actually. Yeah. Tourists, we see you from a long way away. Tell me about the food.
Mages. Clever, but strange. Their power is real, but their methods, unsettling. They see the world differently. Useful in a fight, but don't expect to understand them. Still, strength is strength, even if it's wrapped in riddles and sparkles. Each tribe carries a part of our legacy. If we are to stand together again, we'll need them all, even the ones who've lost their way.
So about the moot.
Yes? Who have you managed to convince?
Okay. So. There's that thing there. There's that thing there. What the thing on the side's all about. And presumably that door that needs to open there. Yeah, the sign is definitely unnecessary. I don't know how I'm supposed to get here. That way, I guess, from the look of it. The thing to do, it would seem, start at the top and work my way back, really. Finding blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Convince Sven, Thuden, Fear, and Volker tribes to take part in the moot. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So, yeah, I think the thing to do will be travel back up there and then push back this way. Right. We go. There's something down there. These little sweets are picking a fight, it would seem. A little bit weird when a bear drops venison. Oh dear, I'm a little over encumbered. An upgrade you can unlock in your hideout that fully clears the fog of war off the map. Yeah, definitely in favour of that. Well, capital of the Del Riata. What do you think of Gafanis' stance? Does war make any sense?
War never makes sense. It is a tool for survival. Had I refused to wage war against the Fore-Dwellers, humanity would never have survived on Avalon. So if Gurfhanna declares war on Kamelot, Avalon will once again drown in blood. But don't ask me what I think of it. Through your eyes, I see that Kamelot is no longer the place I left behind.
What do you look like in your time?
When I gave the forlorn swords to the tribes of the Dalrita, there was nothing of substance here.
Great gift, then.
A few abandoned giant caves, the occasional lone pillar. Nothing more. What stands now must have arisen after my time. And I must admit, I'm impressed with how they've made it their own. Their resilience speaks for itself.
Sent at Ubisoft over DLC for Mirage. Yeah, they're up in arms. It's sponsored by Saudi Arabia. Well, that's a reasonable thing to be pissed off about. Oh, I see. Yeah. I see many reasons to be pissed off about that. Yeah, they've added more details to a lot of things, Kerr. Especially with the new update that was a couple of days ago. That's quite cool. Cool. Making a little progress there. Nice. There might be something down there. It looks like an interesting little spot in the ground, but there's nothing there apparently. Looking for a left, which looks to be about that archway there, I think. Or right about here, maybe. Yeah. On we go. More angry bears. Stain village. Okay. Not anticipating that, but okay.
I think you lost your way. Turn back and be on your way.
Oh, where am I?
This is the village of the Xion tribe. Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here.
How do you know what I'm looking
Listen,
for?
I don't know. I just have orders not to let anyone in. So unless you have real business here, go explore other parts of the swords.
Users claiming they have full creative control over Saudi DLC, but won't say who's funding it. Whether they have full creative control or not, they're still going to be expected to whitewash a little bit, present a more positive than is actually true version of events. Otherwise the money will disappear. And if the money disappears, jobs will go with it. There's no fucking doubt on that. Not the current climate in the games industry anyway, so yeah. Definitely would not approve myself. I'd be saying put me on something different or I walk. If I was in that situation. Certainly wouldn't stick around for it. Have a message from your chieftain from Gafanair.
You should have led with that. Go on then, and keep it brief.
Village looks like it's in better days. Barlam?
And who might you be? Are you the messenger of the Stagfather, the one Glirna foretold? If she's right for once, well, that'd be a first. You're a little late, by the way.
What happened here?
Can't you see? I won't speak of it further. Not with outsiders. See this? One of those bodies belongs to my son, Jens. He fought bravely, to the very end. May the ancestors grant him a place at their table. May the unrealm of the hunt show him mercy. It's a damn shame his god failed him. You just had to be stubborn, didn't you, kid? Hey, no point wasting breath. What's done is done. Most of the Svine tribe is gone.
Don't know anything about prophecy.
Ah, perhaps that's for the best. The last thing we need is another self-proclaimed prophet causing trouble. As you can see, I've got enough on my plate. I'm Barlam, the chieftain. Welcome to the Svine lands, for the tribe that's just ceased to exist.
Gafanair sent me.
Let me guess. He wants to call the moot. He's been trying for years, and every time I've had to refuse. Not because I want to. I know the moot is sacred law. But above that law is my duty to protect the tribe. And as you can see, I've failed. The Svine tribe is gone.
Granny told me to help with whatever's holding you back from attending the meet.
Not having a tribe is what's holding me back.
Oh, he hasn't got one neither, and he's there.
Turn back time? Bring my people back to life? No? That's what I thought. I don't know you. And if Gerfan thinks I'll trust someone from outside the tribes on his word alone, he's showing weakness. Especially now. But I do have a solution. Find Kjell. If she vouches for you, I'll honor the voice of the tribe's request. And I'll let you help us, if that's even possible.
Alright, I'll go find Kjell.
She should be nearby. She'll have a task for you, something to prove you can be trusted. Once that's done, meet me here. Maybe then I'll share something more.
Yeah, to be honest, I've got no idea about the history either. Right, but no. Their whole corner of the world is seriously lacking in certain virtues at the moment, and everybody's history is a bit shit, so I'm sure we won't have to look too far to find something that's a problem.
Outsider, you chose a bad time to wander through our lands. Tell me, do you hunt?
Occasionally. You must.
That's how it should be. Treat your prey with respect. Never take more than you need. Not so hard, if you even know that much. Is it?
What's the verse
Trying
about?
to understand. Someone's been hunting in our woods. Though, hunting isn't the right word. It's slaughter. They leave carcasses to rot. Pierce the hides so they can't be used. I can't fathom it.
Who'd be doing that?
No idea. Though some of the stag fathers chosen fled the woods, might have even survived. They of all people should know the rules of the hunt. Wouldn't surprise me if they chose to ignore them.
I could take care of that for you.
Wouldn't say no to that. Normally I'd go myself, but we still need to bury the dead, tend to the wounded. No time for hunting, not even for justice. Fine, bring me the head of that butcher, whoever it is, and I'll make sure you're rewarded.
Who are you, by the way?
Vesna, huntress, wife of Vragi.
You seem calm about what happened here.
I try. The others need that. Vragi and I got lucky. We still have each other. I'm trying to take care of those who don't. Don't get lost out there.
Yeah, I feel like the you're not very talkative line is a little uncalled for there. I'll have a poke around their village because it's quite cool. Yeah, it looks like the village was attacked by something, and it was a fight that went well for them. Though there's some of them still alive, so there's that. Interesting. House. Whose house is this? Cigars. It's a pretty cool location, but for the, you know, corpses and burning and death and things. There's a stash here, cool. Rid of that. Oh, there's a move all option, and I've only just noticed it. Well, better late than never, I suppose. I don't know if it was there before or not, actually. I assume that will be part of the problem, but I would imagine it's not quite as simple as that. Then when is it ever?
A face I don't know. That's rare.
What are you doing?
Counting the years, naming the dead. Stones remember what we forget. Births, deaths, oaths taken, oaths broken. The things that matter more than whoever's shouting the loudest at the moment.
Why carve records into stones? Anything ever been erased? Can you carve something for me? Why carve records into stone?
Parchment rots, ink fades. Stone stays where you leave it.
It does tend to
Even
last
if
longer.
the village burns, a stone half buried will still speak if someone listens.
Anything ever been erased?
Nothing is ever truly gone. You can chisel out a name, but the scar stays. Sometimes scars speak louder than the clean stone.
Carve something for me?
Maybe, but carving is no small thing. Be careful of what you ask to leave behind.
Swear an oath, carve a memorial for someone, leave a mark that I pass through here. Carve a memorial?
The dead have no need for stone, but the living do. Who do you want remembered?
Fallen friend, lost family, stranger who deserved better. Fallen friend.
Then we carved the bond you carried. Not all names need carving.
Bond. Armor relic, oh, cool. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a very wise choice, has to be said. Tweak this again. That's cool. I think I did get different boots, didn't I? They'd be in alphabetical order or something. No, not going to do any of that right now. This is the lady we need to speak to, Kyo.
You picked a damned bad time to show your face here. Outsiders in the village are rarely good news. But now, after what happened, don't you think we have enough trouble without you?
Don't want trouble for myself or you, and if I do cause trouble, what then? Stab me in the back, depends on how you treat me. Don't want trouble for you or myself.
Sure, that's what all outsiders say. Until trouble finds them. Anyway, watch yourself. One wrong move, and you'll have more than just me to deal with. Our whole village will be on you. At least, what's left of us. What do you want?
What happened then?
We haven't even buried the bodies yet. And you're already sniffing around. Here's some advice. It's not your business, so stay out of it.
Avalon won't talk to me unless you vouch for me.
Well then, the two of you aren't talking. I don't know you, and I'm not vouching for you. The sooner you leave the village, the better. For you, and for... Wait, hold on. There is one thing you could help me with. One of our hunters went to the cave nearby, and hasn't returned. With everything that happened here, I forgot all about him. If you want to prove yourself, find out what happened to him. And don't come back empty-handed.
What?
Good.
Oh, is this welcoming to outsiders?
No. Sometimes we shoot them on sight. Especially if they look like Kamelotian spies, showing up right when we're at our weakest.
Anything to change your
Find
mind?
the tall rock and... Actually, never mind. No, I don't think you can. No need to linger.
Yeah. Being the outsider and stuff all the time is definitely a bit of a trope. It's a cool looking location, actually. Right, okay. Just a quick last look around a couple of spots here. And then we'll see what's occurring. Game does another thing that Skyrim does, or Bethesda in general, that this whole tribe is really quite small. The village is all well and good, and it's like, yeah, we're going to band 4 tribes together that are small villages that have maybe 20 people in them and make war on the city. Like, that's not going to happen. Not enough people, not enough resources. I realise it's supposed to be representative of something larger that's sort of not actually on screen, but still.
You came late. Some of us stayed. Most of us didn't. If you're looking for survivors, you won't find many.
What happened?
Our god rose and tore the ground open. Half the village went with him. Half stayed behind.
It went with him?
Away forever. Into the lands of the eternal hunt.
What exactly are you praying for?
My sons are gone now. Both of them. I buried what I could. and the rest I left to the sky. Now I pray so that I remember how to live without them.
What will you do now?
I buried the bodies. I will mend the roof. I will plant what seed we have left. There's nothing else to do.
Left foot, right foot, left foot.
Your eyes open.
So all you ever can do is keep putting one foot in front of the other. Good times, bad times, doesn't matter. That's all you can do. Ultimately. I know small is representative of something much larger. Yes, out of context, I just kind of change a few things. Oh, he's moved. Has he moved? Here he has. Has he? Not me, dude. I'm just taking what little supplies your destitute village has left. Yeah, because he was down there, wasn't he? Outside their church, apparently. Oh, it's just his house. Okay, fair enough. Standing outside somebody else's house, huh?
You smell of change, outsider. Good. Change is what our tribe desperately needs. Some roots reach too deep, grow too vast, and end up ruining everything.
And you are?
Atli. I'm Glirna's apprentice. One day, I'm meant to take her place, if the need ever arises.
You alright?
No, I have a feeling I'm about to lose everything. My tribe, my past, myself. The Stagfather tainted everything. Even the one thing I hoped would always remind me of where I came from.
Where you came from? You're not Svein.
I am. My father was Svein, and I was given a Svein name. But my mother was Thewd. She brought me here when I was still an infant, told Glirna it was because I deserved to live my life wide awake, whatever that means, and then she left. Never came back.
Did the Stagfather try something important to you?
Yes. It was a tree. When I was 6, Glirna took me to a clearing and gave me a seed. She said my mother brought it from the Thewd lands, so I'd have something to remember where I came from. She helped me plant it, holding my tiny hands. Said it would grow with me.
What happened to the tree?
It got twisted. It's all wrong now.
Interesting gloves.
I wanted to fix it, but I can't even get close. It keeps bearing monsters, and I'm no warrior, only Glirna's apprentice. I'm afraid those things will come here one day, and this village can't take any more losses.
I can help you heal the tree.
Really? You would? Here, I created a sigil, but it has to be written in blood on the bark. It should stop the corruption, and maybe I can still heal it. Thank you. This means the world to me.
Got notice a new 24-hour McDonald's is open in town. They have 70 full-time equivalent jobs available. Just checked and they're all 12 to 16 to 20 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. 70 seems like that would be a very, very large McDonald's. 70 equivalent jobs. Because if you're then reducing it to like 20 hours or so, that puts it up to 140 people. I can't see one branch at McDonald's of employing 140 people. I feel like their numbers might be a little bit off there. Yes, giving more people with fewer hours gives them more flexibility, at least from a manager's point of view, they could have less people on when it's quiet and pay less people and call more people in when they expect to be busy. Not necessarily the best for the staff, but the managers seem to like that approach these days. You were raised by Gliana?
In a way. She was never a mother to me, but she was there. She made me her apprentice. I could barely fit the pestle in my palm, and I was already crushing herbs, throwing them into potions. Gliana used to say my mother's blood was strong in me, that it made me the perfect successor, though I doubt that will ever happen. I think she'll outlive Avalon itself.
Expecting to be busy 24/7. Yeah, that would be wildly optimistic. Do you share a faith in Stagfather?
It's hard to truly believe in something once you know it exists, isn't it? Do I
bit,
think
guys.
he's worth worshipping?
A good one.
I'm a Svein, first and foremost. I understand better than most what the forest gives us, but I also know what it can take. It's hard to blame a god for following the call of his nature.
Depends on what the nature of the god is, really. How do you know? Do you know how Gliana knew your mother?
Not really. Gliana told me she saw her coming in the fire. She saw my name in the ashes that were scattered by the wind all over the village. That's how she knew she couldn't turn my mother away, and that my place was among the Svein.
How much do you know about the
Only
food?
what everyone says, that they're good with magic, that they dream, and the dreams give them visions. I don't like dreaming. I don't know why. I have this feeling that one day I'll fall into a dream and never wake up. I prefer
Looks
the
like you do know
bones.
why.
They don't lie, and they rarely demand more than I can give. Go on.
Interesting. More going on around this village than I anticipated. Interesting layout. I assume each of the tribes will have a whole lot of stuff going on around them. Nice. It's up here. Ooh. Themed sanctuary. Interesting. It's begun in there eventually. Now, 11 of the clock, eh? Zoom. Right, well. Weird. Not sure why that would be there, but anyway. Given that it should be here, I think. Yeah, it's just been a bit weird, I think. Okay, so unfolding is the missing alchemist. This is a bunch of stuff relating to issues that Sling tribe are having in this area. Once we get that all done and help them out, we'll get one more quest, presumably. And then we'll move on to the next tribe. But I think we'll tackle that one on Monday as he's getting on. Every time is flying by. And there we go. Catch later, go. 24 hours of drive through near an M1 junction. Wanting delivery drivers as well. Well, if they want in-house delivery drivers, that might have something to do with it, I guess. Seems like a stretch, but... So I can't see them be busy at all times. You never know. They'll probably have a steady stream, I suppose, or fairly steady. Yeah. Anyway, that was cool. A lot more to do in the Fallen Swords than I was anticipating, which is interesting. Not terribly surprising, really. Doesn't make sense, but more than I was expecting. So we'll have a bunch of quests to do for each of the tribes. Should be good fun. Yeah. Sort of make our way around the sort of in a reverse S shape around the full-on swords, and then we'll be after the crown, I think. Should be cool. But we will head back to that one on Monday, I think. It's like YouTube is being a bit silly. Just going to correct that over there. It's better. Get a unicycle out and get a job delivering. Yeah, you need a bit more on a unicycle. Yeah, it'd be cool. So, video will come soon. Probably a best builds one next. Not quite sure what else is going on at the moment. But I've got something to work on over the next few days there. I was hoping to have it done by for like tomorrow, but I didn't get any progress made. I need to do a whole bunch of stuff in Fallout and sort of do a load of grinding, take advantage of double XP, I think, this weekend. And also still have my challenges and stuff to do, so a whole bunch of stuff to do. Maybe probably tomorrow, but I don't feel like I've got a great deal of energy right now, so I'll probably leave it till then. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Steve. I won't touch it either. So it's that all stuff. Doesn't really come up very often. Yeah. So, early part of next week probably for next video. Once I've had a bit of time to potter around, get some bits done in Fallout and find some camps and stuff to show off, which will hopefully work out well. Otherwise, I've got a couple of ideas for builds. I was thinking maybe doing a follow-up to my houseboat build, but I think what I'll actually do is go a different direction and maybe do a subsequent houseboat build at some point in the future. Because I've got some cool ideas, but not sure exactly what to do with that yet. There's a few more bits that I need to figure out. But yeah, I've got another cool idea that'll be quite fun, potentially. So I might do that. Anyway, yeah, kind of got an idea percolating in my brain for the next camp build. Yeah, otherwise we'll see what happens, I guess. Going to keep pushing on with Tainted Grail, because, yeah, the latter part of next month is when the next round of games come out, but it'd be nice to cross as much of this off as possible. Anyway, for now, I think I'll have a nice chilled weekend. Possibly play some Baldur's Gate, possibly play something else. I don't know. We'll see what mood I'm in. Played a bit of Cyberpunk over the weekend. And played some ALV with Nomad background. We'll see whether or not I pick that up again. I'm not vibing it. I don't know. Maybe it's just that opening sequence or something about it. I'm just kind of as enthusiastic as I was to dive into it last week. When I actually got to it, I was like, not entirely enjoying as much as I would have wanted to. Possibly because I've done it recently. Yeah, that might mean I'll play some Baldur's Gate maybe on top of playing some Fallout. maybe do some other bits and pieces. Got a lot of pondering to do this weekend as well. Oh well, should be good. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Hope you've had fun today. Definitely enjoying exploring this new zone. It's quite interesting. Yeah, back at it next week. Should be good. In the meantime, like, subs, notification bell if you haven't already. I do appreciate, you know where they are. Channel memberships down below the stream if you want to support the channel. Got social media links in the description if you want to get notifications that way. I don't tend to post a lot beyond sort of basic notifications over there these days, but still, there it is if you want it. And yeah, good things on the horizon, hopefully. Anyway, for now, have yourselves a good rest of the evening. Have a good weekend. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Don't work too hard. Put the feet up. And yeah, we'll be back at it in a couple of days. Should be good. Hopefully I'll be slightly more energetic because I'm tired at the minute. Need to figure out something to do with my sleeping pattern maybe. Try and get to sleep a little earlier. See how that goes. Anyway, have a good one. Look after yourselves. I'll see you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, hopefully, on Monday. Should be good. Well, till then, see you next week. And then, hey, folks, have a good one.